Today, the government introduced a new pillar of the welfare state, the Legal Advice and Assistance Act, the beginning of legal aid. Now the state will pay lawyers to represent those who otherwise could not afford their services.
Our landlord kicked us all out.
I'll represent you.
They're saying my baby's too old to stay with me.
I'm going to challenge that rule.
The police assaulted me, but I didn't do anything.
Let's hear your side of the story.
Housing must be provided.
The law must be reviewed.
Acquitted!
British law with legal aid, making Britain great.
Banking crisis, recession, long-term economic plan, tough times ahead. All in this, together.
Lord Chancellor, why do you laugh?
Because it is time for the plan.
Hello, Legal Aid team.
Greetings, Legal Aid team. I am your Lord Chancellor Grayling. Welcome to my humble ministry. As you know, this land is in the midst of a banking crisis, and deep, painful budget cuts must be made across the board. It is time for legal aid to be transformed. The following areas of civil law are no longer eligible for legal aid. Family law, including divorce and custody battles.
Unless domestic abuse is proven.
Debt, housing and benefit issues.
Unless your home is at risk.
And almost all prison law.
These reforms penalise our most vulnerable citizens.
Well, here's one for you legal aid lawyers. A pay cut of up to 30%.
Legal aid firms will go bankrupt.
Fat cat lawyers can take the hit.
You're thinking of corporate lawyers representing big business. Legal aid lawyers earn around $25,000 a year, less than nurses or teachers.
Next up, no more legal aid for judicial review cases.
Unless the court grants it a full hearing, meaning the lawyer is left with all the costs if it doesn't.
But judicial review is how people challenge the state and its laws. Without proper judicial review, a government can do what it wants.
And finally, a residence test for anyone wanting legal aid.
That's straight up discrimination.
You must give proof that you've lived lawfully in the UK for at least a year. And that goes for everyone, even British citizens.
The case delays and bureaucracy these cuts will create will cost much more. Can't you see that?
I have no legal experience. I can't see anything.
Ordinary people do when faced with injustice.
Let me show you what they will do. Behold the Britain yet to come, the future of British law, the era of the mega law firm.
Let's Go lawyers are the cheapest. Let's Go lawyers are the best. H4S lawyers are the cheapest. H4S lawyers are the best.
My husband was so violent I had to run away, but now the council won't give me a place to stay.
Do you have proof of domestic violence?
I don't have anything.
I'm sorry, I cannot help you. You must represent yourself.
I'm being deported for working here legally, but I was trafficked here as slave labor.
You need a judicial review, which means my fees may never get paid. I'm sorry, you must represent yourself.
I just want some contact with my children, but I can't afford the legal fees.
Is there evidence of child abuse or potential kidnap?
I don't think so.
I cannot help you. You must represent yourself.
I was in a motorway pile-up and charged with death by dangerous driving, but it wasn't me. It was another car.
Your case sounds complex and unprofitable. My unqualified assistant will help you.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Inadmissible!
Irrelevant! Guilty!
The litigant isn't making any sense!
What a horrible nightmare!
No, a premonition.
The general election is just a month away, and that means you, the people of Britain, are at your most powerful.
This is where the major parties stand on the cuts to legal aid.
Using your votes, you can show Westminster that the British people will not see justice reserved for the rich.
Without equal access to justice, there's no justice at all.
British law with legal aid. Together, we can save it.
We all know the basic drill. They're all the same. They got nothing to say to it.
You'd be forgiven for not noticing it, but underneath all the disillusionment with party politics and those cliches about hard-working families, there are real choices on offer at this election which will affect the country in very different ways. It all depends on which Britain you're in.